You will not believe what they did. They broke the meta, and I freaking love it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, HFA here, and today is a great day because we're finally gonna find out the fastest killing weapons this season. So let's get started. Just as usual, we're gonna start with the slowest weapons and then proceed to the most powerful one. New season is all about headshots, so the most interesting things will happen in a second part of it, where we're gonna compare the same weapons but with headshots. For those who somehow missed the patch notes, I'll briefly explain what happened. So all weapons across the board received a minor damage buff. Also, maximum level of your EVO armor is purple. So the only way to obtain 225 health is grab a red helmet, which spawns in a late airdrop and the mythic loot bin. Just a quick pause, pay attention that 30-30 kills much faster with just shooting instead of charging every single shot, or charge first and then shot with regular ones. So if you see a running target, you better just start shooting and not waste time for charging. So back to our topic. Now weapons gonna kill a little bit faster than usual, but the biggest changes is in helmets. Not a single helmet in a game no longer offers a headshot protection. So we got a huge meta shift in terms of sniper rifles, marksman rifles, and weapons which benefit from a big headshot multiplier. Just like Kraber, which finally one-shots again. So what do we see from this chart? Nothing crazy is happened to the body shots. Even a full auto charge rifle has a quite big time to kill. Compared to G7 Scout, it's real bad. The average time to kill in Apex for body shots is somewhat 1.5 seconds, and some weapons can do it even less than in a second. So let's for a while put aside these results, because we're gonna need them when we start to compare them with headshots. And oh boy, you will be surprised how big change is gonna be. And now let's find out the strongest shotgun this season. I'll quickly remind you that EVA 8 and Mastiff no longer deals headshot damage. And I can't say that this made them somewhat worse. Just look at the EVA 8 stats, 1.1 seconds. And compare it with Peacekeeper, which is in airdrop right now. By the way, Peacekeeper this season is fire! You need to see this. So developers buffed the choke tightening, so now you can literally snipe with this thing. And the choke speed, oh my god, it's crazy. So 20 meters, 2 shots, no problem. Moving back to 30 meters, 120 damage, Jesus Christ. So ladies and gentlemen, make your bets. At which distance this fucking thing will stop 2-shot target. So at this point, if I were you, I would hit that like button, because who else on YouTube will gonna show you this? So 50 meters and you still can slap with this shotgun like you're having a sentinel. 60 meters. Still doable. So only at 70 meter mark, Peacekeeper finally started losing its damage. But oh my god, getting a 99 damage slap from that distance, it's still a thing. So yeah, that's why you need to make some weird test like this. And now we are slowly but surely moving to the SMG category, which is quite interesting this season. First of all, we got a full spectrum of weapons, nothing is in airdrop, so we got every single SMG and kinda SMG gun. And also we have a full auto prowler with select fire, which we didn't have for a long time. And R99 is back with some crazy stats. You know what? While I was testing, I was catching myself on a thought that I was actually really happy that every single weapon could kill a purple armor without any extended max. So even if you are having a bad time with upgrades, you still can one-clip someone in a mid to late game. And for now, it looks like R99 is a king. But this season, a lot of next weapons also offer the similar to R99 time to kill, but offers way more range. And as I said previously, wait till we get to the headshots. From the assault category, I wanted to highlight Nemesis. When it's fully charged, it literally melts your targets. And it's quite fun weapon, which with all its flaws, never gonna be in A tier. To get your maximum charge, you need to waste your whole magazine, and then every 4 seconds make a burst to keep the charge up. So whenever you're going for a heal or flanking, you have a problem with it. And unlike Nemesis, with airdrop Havoc, you never ever gonna have a problem on any distance. Even on a sniper range, it performs extremely well. And besides it, for medium range, I would choose only between R301 and Flatline. Flatline is more reliable in close range fights because it has a better hipfire accuracy and bigger headshot multiplier, and R301 is better at laser beaming people at medium range. And it's time for machine guns. This season they are extremely good. Rampage got two major buffs. First, its damage increased from 26 to 30 per shot. That's a really big number. And the second is another buff to revved up state. They reduced the decay rate of it even more. So I must say it lasts quite long. Let me actually show it to you. For those who didn't know, Rampage has actually a better recoil at range than Spitfire. And now with all buffs you can shoot at 3 purple magazines non-stop with increased fire rate. So now Rampage looks pretty good, especially on Assault Legends, which had 2 extra grenade slots, and for Fuse it's 4, so basically Fuse is the perfect carrier for this LMG. In conclusion, Rampage is very potent gun for early to mid game. At later stages it's not so great, cause you still constantly need to find enough termite grenades in order to keep it on maximum performance. And when it comes to devotion, it's not worth picking up this season at all. Without turbocharger it's real bad. Well, unless you wanna pre-fire half of your magazine somewhere else and then get to a peak performance. Among all LMGs this season, L-Star is the best one. It has the best performance right off the ground. And besides its really high damage output, it has a huge advantage over any assault rifle. With golden hand shield model, for example on Gibraltar, you need twice as much time to kill its owner. So even a flatline with its high time to kill gonna lose a dumb head-to-head shootout with a Gibby. And this shield stacks really well with any damage reductions like on Caustic or any other fat legends, or the Revenant's ultimate, which gives him even more HP. Don't know about you guys, but I think that these rare knowledge are definitely deserved to hit that subscribe button. And finally we get to the most interesting part, to the headshots TTK. So let's start with sniper rifles and marksmans. First main thing that I need to mention is that Charged Sentinel can one-shot headshot a grey armor. And now with newly added arsenals, you can land on a sniper one, grab Sentinel, upgrade it to 6x scope for free and charge it with one of your batteries. And voila, you can one-shot everyone around you. That's pretty dope. And the second insanely good changes happened to longbow. Just look at this insane time to kill. Developers finally made a longbow great again. I can't express how happy I am because I love this weapon from season 0. It's gorgeous. So now longbow is a really viable late game sniper rifle, because the biggest problem with it really need an extended mag and a good sniper scope. So for now I would say you better start with Charged Sentinel to capitalize on one-shot headshot and then switch to a longbow when you find more attachments. And also need to mention that the charge rifle is also able to kill you in one shot, because at 200 meters it deals 198 damage. So to one-shot blue armor in the head you need to be at least 145 meters away. For a grey armor it's 89 meters. And you see, it's not only the longbow benefits from these changes, also G7 and triple take performs extremely well, especially the triple take. So as you see, the new meta shift is pretty wild. In conclusion, the best picks are the longbow, G7 and Sentinel. I didn't highlight 3030 because compared to G7 it has less bullets in a clip, and with marksman rifles you need to kinda spam. And with select fire charge rifle, I don't know guys, it's very range dependent weapon, and to be honest I didn't play much with it to have a proper opinion on that, so maybe later when I finally start streaming I'll give it a chance. And the triple take is good only on very short ranges, when you don't need to wait for the choke. because the further you are, the more time you need to waste actually waiting for tightening the spread. But that's another topic to discuss, and we are moving to the shotgun category. Not much of a revelation here, since half of the shotguns have no headshots anymore, but the Akimbo Mosums actually shows a good results. But for some reason I think you will not go for a headshots with them. But the SMG category looks way more promising. Just look, even a stock P20 can down you with the speed of R99 in a body, and its Akimbo version showing even better results. But no matter how good they are, R99 beats every single of them. You know what, let me put you side to side headshot and body shot comparison. So surprisingly, a lot of SMGs this season looks very viable. Even recently buffed RE45 in a head shows great results. So I might actually slap 2x scope on it and give it a try. And now it's time to bring the big guns. If in a previous test Wingman barely could keep up with any assault rifle, now it actually beats the good half of them. And remember guys, I said Havoc is the best weapon this season? Just look at its time to kill in a head. Pretty dope, huh? In beam mode, it also kills ridiculously fast, and if you take to account that beam mode is actually a hit scan, you will realize that you can kill anyone in a 1.5 seconds at any range. Well, except for those who had the red helmets. So don't sleep on Havoc guys, it's really worth picking up now. And lastly we got almighty machine guns. Surprisingly, most of them also shown exceptional results in terms of time to kill. So, as you might see guys, most of weapons this season are really good. It feels like no matter what gun you take, you can kill with it pretty fast. So now guys, when you know the strongest weapon in each category, launch the game and wreck all these whining pussies who don't like the TTK changes. And you know what? YouTube actually thinks you might like this video.